Okay. I would like to show to you because it's or I got an email from person in Hilti. He said that there is a Hilti 2021 IT competition. So I can show you the slide. I think it's not the slide, the website. Okay. Okay. Can you see this? 2021 IT competition. So define the future of remote work and collaboration in the construction industry. So Hilti is a company of a construction company. It's an international company. It's a multinational company. So they have a local office here, but yeah, the local office is not serving local, but they are also serving for the rest of the world, meaning that they are international, right? So this competition is an annual competition. So every year, inshallah, they will conduct the competition. Uh, so you need to register in a group of I think 4 to 5, or you can be less than that. It's up to you. They have some team, right? So the team for next year is remote work and collaboration in construction industry. Okay, so you can read. This is some topic that you can work on, right? Developing new and secure remote work and collaboration solution, investigating future work and collaboration solution, and also overcoming the problem of remote work and collaboration. So I think you are quite fluent with the online now, right? So you can see what is the problem doing work collaboration online, and then probably you can. It is something like an idea. You can show them an idea on how to overcome the problem. Okay, I can put this uh, web link to you in the chat box, right? So feel free if you would like to participate. Just let me know. I can supervise you, or you can also form a group and find another lecturer to supervise you, and then you can ask him or her. We would like to be our supervisor and supervise us on how to uh, participate with this competition. For me, I'm open. If you want me to supervise you and just form a group, and then just let me know, and then we can discuss with what the idea that you want to present or you want to propose to them. Right? I think it's more on proposal rather than a complete product, right? But if you can show that the proposal is workable, this is fine. And then I see from previous competition, they would like to see something simple but solve a big problem, right? So that's the thing that they want to see more practical because some people propose a lot of things and then it is hard to implement and then it is just solves a small problem. Okay, right, guys. Can you see my? Sorry. Can you see the screen before? There's the website that I showed to you.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Good. And then when you log in, when you come to the room early, do you hear the sound or the music?
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Okay. Because I'm testing the because last time I remember that I cannot run the video. So because I'm using Firefox or Mozilla, but now I'm using the Chrome. So I think Chrome is okay to do or to show you the video and also the audio. Okay. So Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I would like to record this session. Okay, guys. Can you see the slide now?
No, no.
Not yet. Okay. All right. I hope you can see it now.
Yep.
Okay. Remember that we stopped at this slide, right? When we ask people what is about uh, software quality, some people say that it is more secure, without defect, easy to use, adaptable to my specific needs, and also good performance. Some of you say that, yeah, good quality is about time, right? Response time, and so on. So it is really diverse, right? A lot of people depend on their needs or their perspective of what quality, and also depend on the product and also the condition that they have uh, at that time, right? So remember that I mentioned to you about the project manager, right? Project manager and also the owner of the system. They are most probably most of them thinking about costs and so on, right? Uh, Managers think about cost and also schedule, right? Also, the owner think about cost and also the benefit or also the profit of the product, right? The profit of the software. But for us, we are our perspective is the whole thing, the whole process and also the product, right? Process and also the product. And then it is hard for us to convince because they are thinking about time and they are thinking about time to market, and they are thinking about money, meaning thinking about the financial one. So we try to address them, right, by showing that quality uh, have some value and also the cost. So how to do that, right? How to do that is we have to show them the cost of quality, right? What is the cost of quality they have already invest, right? Okay, so cost of software quality here is a set of measurements, right? Derived from the economic assessment of quality development and also maintenance process, right? It's the whole process, right? It's not something like before you release the product. This is the cost of quality, the one that I invest on testing, the one I invest on quality control. It is not only that one. It is throughout the whole thing, meaning that after the product release, because remember that normally it is not only hardware, it's also software. If you are working in the industry, if you develop a system for a company or for an organization, they have there will be a clause of 1 year warranty, meaning that anything happen in that period that uh, you have to do something with the software, meaning fixing the bugs, or sometimes if the requirement is not fulfilled or there is no there is another change request, you have to address that, right? So this is about quality, right? Okay. Um, Defining then and then achieving software quality is not simple, right? Quality characteristic may or may not be required, or they may be required to a greater or lesser degree trade-off, right? So I mentioned to you before, right? There is a trade-off, right? Because quality will involve something high cost, and also involve time or yeah schedule, right? So when you impose that, then a lot of people not happy with that because it will decrease my time to market, increase my time to market, and then after that it will increase the cost, right? So a lot of people don't like that, and then it also have to be a really optimal quality activity that we have to do, right? Because some product is not require a lot of quality activities or quality inspection. So some of it you can do that, right? You have to do that. Okay. COSQ, or quality of cost of software quality, is to determine the level of software quality that is achieving by the stakeholder value. So the stakeholder can see the value of quality, because we normally see present what is good for the product, but at the higher level, they are thinking about cost, and they ask us, oh, okay, what is the cost that I have spent for this one? Yeah, uh, what is the cost of the project actually after doing all the things for the quality, right? So another one is the level of quality in software product can be inferred from the cost of activities related to deal with the consequences of poor quality, right? So we have good quality, we have poor quality, and then we can see this one later. Okay, next is a vicious cycle of poor quality, right? So first we have high defects, right? And then when we have high defects, so it's kind of chain here, that we need to do the extensive work, extra work, in order to fix the defect, right? So, and then after that is some kind of firefighting. So you know what is firefighting, right? It is something like this fire here, and then you get the fire extinguisher just to uh, to make the fire away, or yeah. Then after that, when there is somewhere else got fire, and then you just fixing that immediately. So it's kind of firefighting, right? Sometimes you didn't see the root cause, and then you just try to solve the problem immediately at that time, and then it incur another what call that problem, right? So no time to look for the real solution, because you are not finding the cause. You just kill the symptom, right? So that's the cycle that you will see if you have a bad quality, right? It is something like the bad quality is in the beginning of your software development. It's not at the end, because you are not planned with the quality, and then you will not get a good quality. Okay, so this is the poor quality. So I have a video on something like cost of poor quality. So I would like to show to you the video. I think the video around 5 minutes. Okay, stop sharing here. Please handle this. Can you see the YouTube, guys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Good grammar and spelling are important. But if you want to write essays that inspire,
Engines throttling up, three engines now at 104%. Challenger, go and throttle up.
So we can't see.
Situation, obviously a major
Sorry?
malfunction.
I can't see. I can't see the video.
You cannot see the video.
No. I can. How about others?
How about others? You can see
I can hear the video really well.
you can see the video.
Cannot, cannot.
Yes,
We can
sir.
see
I
the
can
video.
see the I can see the
it.
video and can hear
Crystal
it.
clear.
Okay, the video is clear, and also the sound is clear.
Yes, doctor.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
okay. So, sorry, Haziq. You have
Okay. I'll check what the problem
okay.
is.
All right. Yes. I share it again.
Looking very carefully at the situation. Obviously a major malfunction.
Nancy and I are pained to the core with the tragedy of the shuttle challenge. This is truly a national loss.
I am deeply sorry for any accident that Toyota drivers have experienced.
They potentially had the best answers, so I know whose ass to kick.
Okay, guys, what do you understand about the video that I've already shown just now? For the first case, it's a case of space rocket, I think, right? So, what what do you think about that? It is about the supplier, right? A supplier of oil rig, or O-ring, something like that, and then it is not inspected really well, and then they just use it, and then they see, they see that there's a the main cause or the cause of the problem. Okay, if we take from our perspective of software engineering or software development, so what you can relate with this situation?
Always test your test your hardware.
Yeah, test your hardware. Yeah, test it beforehand. Okay, so because or something like SDK, software development kit, or API application program, some programming interface. A lot of things we have to do it by our own self, right? So we have to code it if we want to change this and this. If we want to, it is normally manual for us. So we have to what call that? We have to code it by ourselves, and then we can see that the quality of the code. But now we will use a lot of API, a lot of SDK for any of the company that support us. That sometimes we don't have much time in test beforehand, right? And we just use plugin, and then when it works, then okay, tada, okay, my job done. A lot of people if need to actually have to inspect a bit API what it does, right? Because sometimes API we use one function. Probably they have a lot of functional more functionality that sometimes disturb the function that we use. So actually we need to verify the API, the SDK that we have is in a good quality, right? So I continue the presentation now. So we see the consequence of the poor quality. So how to calculate quality? Okay, so this is the formula. The formula of COQ, because we are using COQ, this is the term in economics, right? The thing in economics that cost of quality, but we use cost this term we use for the COSQ, meaning that the cost of software quality. We adopt this formula into our software development cost software quality cost. Okay, cost of quality is the total cost of ensuring product and also service quality, right? So total COQ is the sum total of the cost of non-conformance, right, and the cost of conformance, right? The activity that you invest in for the non-conformance and also cost of conformance. So CONC and COC is equal to cost of quality. So what is cost of non-conformance and what is the cost of conformance? So we go for the cost of non-conformance first. So the cost incurred as a result of not doing the thing right at the first time, right? So you violate a lot of quality rule. So this is the consequences of the quality. So this is the thing that you will get in the quality in terms of cost, right? So if you make a mistake in your program, if you do what do you call that a bad prototype, and then after that scrap that, and then after that you build it again, or it's not a prototype, it's a production one. You didn't get the requirement really well, and then after that the customer don't like it, and then you have to scrap it, build a new one. So this is the thing that rework. This is the thing that incur a lot of costs, and this is regarding to the quality of the product while doing it, right? While developing it. So equipment downtime, right? Handling customer complaint, you are not doing that right. Warranty claims, a lot of warranty claims when we what call that, give the software to the software and also the hardware to the company or organization, and then they say that oh this problem here and there. So a lot of warranty claim will incur a lot of cost for the company, right? So you will not get a good profit for that project. So customer return analysis, a lot of let's say this is a product have a software and also hardware. A lot of people saying that okay, this software is or this product is not good. I want to return it back, right? So in Malaysia, I think the customer return is quite hard because when even though in the warranty period, and then you have to for that you have to send it back, and then they have to inspect whether it caused by their mistake or your mistake of handling the product. But when I see outside, for example, in Germany and also the Netherlands, if you don't like it, and it's not don't like it, it's, you have any problem with the product, you just come to the shop and then they say that, do you want a new one or do you want a better one, but you have to pay more. So this is the kind of a lot of people or a lot of company want to avoid, right? Because customer return, high customer return will make yeah you will lose, and also bad what do you call that, bad reputation of your company. That one is even worse, right? Okay. So what is the cost of conformance? Okay, non-conformance meaning that the bad thing happened in your what do you call that software, right? So cost of conformance, the one that you invest in order to make sure that the software is in a quality manner. Right? So the cost incurred in ensuring that the things are done right at the first time, right? Something like you send people for the quality training, uh, quality auditing. You ask people, or you hire some other people in the in other organization, come and then try to make an inspection. What is right? What is the problem? Is there any problem? Is our software developer is doing it right? Right. So they have some audits on that. So inspection and tests, doing some testing, process capability study, vendor assurance, anything coming, probably something like, okay, for example, you are doing a software using drone, right? Try to detect how many trees in the what do you call that in the estate, or in the palm oil estate. You have when you get the drone, you have to check it first. Okay, the camera is okay. Is it 20 megabit per second? Is it can zoom or not? We don't want to have something like when we sign it. Okay, yes, we take this one, but there is a lot of flaw of that hardware. So this is coming from the vendor, right? Continuous improvement programs, right? So improvement, something like every time we have a new project, we improve the process. It's not only stagnant, meaning that okay, we have a good quality, and then we will take this process until for any project, right? But you have to improve, because different project will have different risks, different quality level that you have to fulfill, right? So customer satisfaction survey. Okay, after a while, then you have you take the email of your customer. So how about your our what do you call that, our product, and then how to improve the product is something that we need the cost or the activity that invest for the cost of conformance. Okay, so cost of conformance, this one. Cost of non-conformance is this one. So it is a cost of poor quality. and cost of good quality, right? Bad happen, but and then this one is something that we plan to do. We plan to prevent and to appraise the quality. Cause of poor quality is something like the internal failure and also the external failures. They have internal and also the external. So we will visit this. What is this? Call it this term, right? In prevention, appraisal, internal failure, and also external failures. Okay. So what is prevention? So we already mentioned, right? I already mentioned, sorry, in the beginning of the course that we want to prevent, right? Prevent is better than cure, right? So the prevention here, the term prevention is for the build for build a quality product. In the investment that you have made in the software process, right? Improvement effort. Uh, uh, for example, quality infrastructure. Quality infrastructure is including the software that uh, you buy for the, for example, code quality inspection or something that testing of what do you call that performance and so on. Quality tools, training. You send people to training for CMMI or TMMI, something that people to learn the process and also to be to try to make it as a culture, and also audit, take someone to audit your process, and then also the management review. Costs are usually not specific to a project, but they can span throughout the organization, meaning that it is not project basis. If this project and then you make a quality one, but it is something like a culture that the organization take or make this what do you call it prevention activities in order to prevent that happen for any project they will what do you call that participate. The second one is appraisal. Assess the quality of the product. Arise from project activities that find defects, right? Activity that find defects. The one that you learned before, what is this? The one that you learned last year. Sorry, last semester, guys.
Sorry, what was that?
To assess the quality of the product. What the technique that? Yeah, testing. Thank you, Akira. Testing. Yes, it's the testing, the one that you invest in, right? uh, Level of testing that you have, right? The code unit testing, sorry, integration testing, system testing, user acceptance testing, and all the system level testing that you will find, right? So, what is testing that you will do have learned? You have learned
I
about unit testing, right?
Yes.
System,
Yes.
system
We
testing, integration testing is something the technique that you learn, and also the user acceptance testing, right? So there are some testing in terms in other in industry. Just to share you my experience in the government, they have it's not only UAT, they have PAT and they have FAT. So the PAT is something they call that provisional acceptance test, meaning that after the UAT, the system will go to the field, go live. The term go live, and then after a while, they have some agreement of 1 or 2 months. Then, if there is no problem, then they will give you the FAT, final acceptance test. The reason is they want to see the system running well in the real environment, and then when the system uh, perform in the real environment, then if they're satisfied, sorry, if they are satisfied, then the FAT will be uh, they will give the FAT, and then the warranty period is starting from the FAT. It's not the UAT. So this is something that I just want to share with you about the testing in the government of Malaysia. Okay, next, this is the cost of something like a good way in uh, in ensuring the quality of the system. But this is the four quality. Sorry, the another two costs of category, right? Is internal failure and also the external failure, right? Internal failure is something like you have to fix the defects, right? Before we release the product, right? Found by the project, right? And then discovered prior to delivery of the product. You have to rework, you have to scrap, and then you have to do a lot of changes, and then big bugs fixings before releasing the product. And then for the external one, is failure found by the customer. When customer use it, yeah, include the activity to respond to the software problem discovered after the delivery of the delivery to the customer. So, for example, the liabilities, lawsuit, something like lawsuit, something that you are violating the law, right? And also the contract probably. Product recall, the one that we have seen in Toyota case just now, that they have to recall a lot of cars because of the problem of auto acceleration, warranty work, loss of business, and loss of credibility. This is the thing that a lot of company want to avoid. They want to have a bad reputation of the company, right? So software engineers should be able to use COSQ method to ascertain level of software quality and should be able to present quality alternative and their cost. So the trade-off between cost, schedule, delivery, stakeholder can be made, right? So this is the internal failure cost, the one that I've mentioned to you before. You can read it, right? For this is for the example, and this is the external failure cost. For example, the warranty claims, replacement, customer return, and so on. The one that I already mentioned to you before. Okay, so let's have one exercise. Okay, uh, for about 5 minutes, can you make a cost of quality of this one? So help the management determine the cost of quality. Okay, let us take the example of a business, right? So have a 1 million of sale. The sale is 1 million. So this is not the total profit of it, but the sale of the product is 1 million. So it incurs 10,200 in quality checks and inspection. It pays 30,000 for appraising the purchase raw material, right? So inspection of the raw material and so on, testing of the raw material and so on. And then additionally, it pays $15,000 for repair on finished item. So because of the bad quality, then they have to do some repair. 15,000 have been spent, and it maintained a provision of 5,000 of for warranty costs, right? So in the period of warranty, this is the cost they have to pay because people or the customer give them back and try to fix something that is not really well. Okay, so help the management to determine the cost. So I give you 3 minutes because this is a simple one. So can you give what is the cost of prevention, appraisal, internal, and also external. Oh, sorry, failure is just take a failure, either internal or external. For the also the good quality also do just uh, you just sum all the prevention and also the appraisal. Okay, can you give me what is the cost of quality here? 200. Anyone else? The cost of quality. guys? The cost of quality. So remember uh, the formula is C cost of good quality, CO good quality, or the conformance good quality, plus CO bad quality, right? 60,200. So Hanif, yes, good. Haliza, yes. Amar, yes. Zuhairi, yes. Ali. Okay, the answer is 60,200, right? So if you want to see the calculation, is something like this. So the solution is the first calculate the COGQ of the good quality. It is 40,200, right? The one that they have invest to make sure the software is so the product is quality, and then also 2,000 sorry 20,000 after they got a poor quality of the product, so they have spent 60,200. Okay, so it is simple one. So you just take something like this. So the COGQ and also the bad quality is equal to the cost of quality, right? So it is almost the same with this one. It's not almost. It's the same of CO and Q and also COC, right? Cost of conformance is a good one. A cost of non-conformance meaning the bad thing happened in the product. All right. So goal of the quality of system, right? So we want to eliminate the failure cost, of course, right? We want to eliminate the failure cost, the internal failure, and also the external failure. So we also try to reduce the appraisal cost, the one that we invest in to ensure a lot of things, right? Testing here, testing there, and so on. We also want to try to reduce. But the one that we want to invest is the prevention, right? So if we prevent this one, and the prevention is already in the culture of the organization, so I don't think that they have to need to do a lot of testing because they already what call that already done a lot of things to ensure the quality of the product, right? To facilitate the quality efforts that will lead to cost reduction opportunities, right? So we try to invest more on prevention, and then after, because prevention, you have to make the culture of software quality inside the organization so that they can produce a better product, right? So the aim of management is to minimize the cost, as I mentioned to you before. It makes no difference if this is done by reducing all three components, by increasing some and decreasing others enough to lower the total of cost. So to have a significant impact on the total, the cost of failure must be reduced, right? Cost of failure must be reduced. And the usual strategy for achieving this is to spend more on prevention, the one that's mentioned before. So it is always cheaper to do the right job first time than do it over and over. Okay, guys, we stop here before we go to the models quality. For I think this will be next week, right? I need to stop my recording. So as for now, do you have any question? I hope it's clear. It is a dry, it's just a lecture, normal lecture. Yes, Kadir? Hazik, do you have any question?
Sir, about um, the point number 2, it says here it makes no difference, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
can you show us about how it makes no difference by reducing it?
Yeah, it is no different. If you see here, if you are try to decrease this one, but you are decreasing this one, and you are decreasing this one. So how you can get to reduce this one, right? Because if you are doing this, if you are reduce this one, if you are reducing this one, and most probably you will also, you cannot reduce this one, right?
Okay. Alright.
Okay. Any more question? One question to you. Do you have a class on Friday morning, 9 to 11? Anyone here have class?
No, doctor.
No, doctor.
Okay. Probably we can have. Oh, you have. Okay, one of you have. So we cannot.
I have two, doctor.
All right. Okay. No problem. So okay. I will try to find some other time to do that. Okay. I hope that you are okay. Of this. It's already 8:52. So any more question, guys? No. Okay. Don't forget to sign your attendance in Putra Blast, please. So thank you very much. We'll see you inshallah next week.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
doctor. Thank you.
Okay. Assalamualaikum.
Okay, thank you,
And
doctor.
good morning. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
doctor.
Welcome.
Bye.
Bye.